Today we're going to talk about some speed changes from DJI speed decisions all the way down to stop signs. So there are four objects to control the speed. So I'm going to explain what they are. Before explaining these four objects, let me give you some tips. For example, now if your background, you don't really need a background visible, then you can make it invisible. So if you click that icon here, then it makes the invisible. Okay, so on and off. And sometimes if you wanted to change the link, so for example, if you want to make it some the curved road, but somehow by mistake you can move around this background instead, right? Then of course the Control Z is working, which is this one. Then you can actually make it is stable. So we actually locked the background image. So if you here there is a lock, it's unlocked now. If you click the lock, then it doesn't really move. Okay, you can only focus on some other objects. Okay. Of course, you can make it invisible for you to create something else. So that's much lighter. Because normally when you put it in the background, it's pretty heavy, so it moves very slowly. So it's better to making it invisible, and then you work for it. Okay. Anyways, let's do this. So DJI speed decision is where, for example, normally in the vehicle, for example, we have a vehicle input, show the list, then there's a list. As you all know, this is all the number of vehicles that's coming in. Okay, and the speed of the vehicle is actually, if you go to the vehicle class, each one it does have it doesn't have here, but there must be a speed information. For example, maybe not here. Here. Sorry, the vehicle compositions, and we do have these two vehicle types, and a default, which is a number 1, and number 2 we have a different DJI speed for car and heavy vehicles, different floors. And in here we actually have the default speed for these vehicles, right? Then let's imagine these vehicles are going through to the children's zone. For example, children's zone normally, in Korea, 30 kilometers per hour is the limit. Okay, that's the maximum speed. So you need to slow down. Okay, so you click that DJI speed decision, activate this object, and click the link and make it holding control and right click, and as you can see, this window pops up. Okay, and it says, there's no element in the list, and then you can add a new element just through the context menu. Okay, you can add it. Then as you can see, you can specify the vehicle class. So basically your car should, when the vehicle class 10, which is car, touched this DJI speed decision, it should change to 5 kilometers per hour. So that is one of the DJI speed distributions. So there are heaps of distributions. Then you can choose maybe 30 kilometers per hour. Okay, of course you can add, and you can also specify heavy vehicles too at 30 kilometers per hour. Okay, and you can press OK. So it's actually based on the line, not the link. Okay, so you should make this guy too and this guy too. Okay, so if you have list, show list, that's the list we have. But the second one and third one, we didn't specify, right? Specify the speed. So maybe here you can simply change to 30, or you can go, you make it highlighted and Control C, and you can say Control V, Control V. Okay, that's much easier, like Excel. You can put them this way as well. Okay, so that's all good. So this is the this is one. You can actually control the speed. So if you press the play button, then you see now this is speed. Let's stop it a little bit and check. If you click that vehicle, then you can have some information about this vehicle. This vehicle is running at the moment at 56 kilometers per hour, and so this one simulates a single step. It goes one single step here, okay, so which is 0.1 second. It goes 0.1 second, so it keeps changing the speed because it knows there is a desired speed decisions here, so it slows down. Let's have a look. Can you see that? That keeps just slowing down. Okay, so now here, because we have a distribution like 30 kilometers, but it's a distribution, so desired speed is for this vehicle is actually 33.63. Okay, it should reach to 33. So now it's at 53. So it keeps slowing down. Okay, this way, because it cannot really abruptly drop the speed down. That's dangerous. So it continuously just slow down the speed and reach to the 33 kilometers per hour for this particular vehicle. So that's how you use desired speed. Okay. Excuse me. And reduce the speed. For example, when you make a turn, for example, okay, normally desired would you reduce the speed area on the connectors, because when you make a right turn, for example, and then you make a left turn, not straight really, okay, but left and right, you normally slow down the vehicle, right? Okay, for safety purpose. So it shouldn't go like 60 kilometers per hour or something like that. Too fast. So here, for example, you click this object and control and right click all the way down, drag it all the way down and leave it, then the window pops up. This window pops up, and it's the same way. You add it, and your car maybe 15 kilometers an hour is, is good enough for a car and heavy vehicle making a left turn, things like that. Okay, and to make, you can have all these right turn and left turn. You reduce the speed area manually, but it takes a lot of time. So what you do is normally you left click and highlight it and press the control. Then you can see the plus sign on it. Okay, plus mark on it. That means you're gonna copy it. So hold and you copy here, all the way down, here, here, okay, so here, I think that's good enough, right? And of course this one you can extend the length, right? You can extend the length. We have a 2, so let's delete that. Extend this, reduce the speed area. We also needed to have this one too. Yep. Okay, so that looks all good. So we apply this reduce the speed area, where if you press the play button, if you look at the vehicle, the behavior, they actually making it slow down when they make a turn, right? It's pretty slow. Okay. So this is the reduce the speed area. Now, as you can see, each object has some colors. That's yellow. It has reduced the speed area. That's because here, if you place your cursor on this icon, it's saying edit graphic parameters. If you click that, there's a border color is yellow. Okay, maybe you can, if you want, you can change it to green like that, then it changes to green. Of course, this one is too, right? So we go desire speed decisions, that's a yellow, so you can change it. All right, easy peasy. Or even here, this is called this a toggle is a label visibility. So if you press this, make it the toggle, this one, then you can see the desire speed decisions number. Okay, ID. So that's a number 1, 2, 3, right? Of course, you go here and you can change the label decimals, because since this is an ID, so it doesn't have any decimals, but you can change the size. For example, 5, so it becomes bigger. Okay, that's sometimes it's handy to understand what ID each of these objects has. Of course, not only number, but also you can have many other different attributes. For example, in this case, what you can say, we can see nothing really here, but maybe we say the position, for example, then that's the position we put on. Okay, if you change this position, you know, number is changing. Okay, so that's how you utilize that okay, label as well. Okay, next, the important thing is a config area. Okay, let's draw something new. Let's draw the link. Okay, and another link. Then this area is a config area, isn't it? Can have some accidents. So when you click that config area object, then it appears yellow automatically. If you click that config area in the middle and control right click, and it keeps changing it. Okay, both yellow and green, red, one more time, green, red, one more time, all red, one more time, all yellow. Okay, so again, you highlight it, control and right click, it keeps changing it like that. Okay, so that means this is a major flow, that is minor flow. Okay, this is major flow, this is minor flow. Okay, so let's test it. Okay, how it looks like. Vehicle input, let's make a vehicle input bit here, 500, and this one 500, and you run it, then vehicle comes in. Okay, this one stopped because now it's a green. This is the major flow. Okay, this is an easy way. We specify the config area and tell them, oh, this is the major flow, that is a minor flow. Okay, that's very easy. All right, and this priority rule is very similar to config area, but it's more convenient for us to do some ramp metering and stuff. Okay, for example, let's have another link. Okay, and here let's imagine priority road. Let's imagine this is the major road and this is a minor road, and click, control right click. Okay, and green, you press OK. You can move around. Oops. You can move these guys around. So that means based on some calculation, I'll show you what calculation is based on. Based on calculation, when the vehicles are crossing this road, this road is actually major flow and that is a minor flow. So based on this some calculation, vehicle here on this road should stop when the vehicle coming down here. Okay, so we press the play button. We haven't put the vehicle input yet. So we go vehicle input. Another 500, 520, doesn't matter. 500, then you run it. Then there is some conflict. Let's show us some conflict. This is random introduction, but there's some. Yeah, now it stops, right? So this is how we do it. So what's the calculation, around this? What's the meaning of this? Meaning of that? Okay, what's the meaning of this? Or the other way around? You can't really make it the other way around. Okay. So let's try it again. Sorry. Priority rule. Bring it down like that. Okay, it works. If you go, for example, here help, there is two types of manual. One is a PDF manual, and there is an online version of a manual, which is here, PTV BSIM help. Let's bring this up. Okay, there's a some information research, network creation or something, and here we wanted to see what we wanted to see, like priority rule, for example. Priority rules. Then it'll show, and it's a bit slow. Okay, modeling the priority rules. If you click that, and it explains that something. Okay, then blah blah, then defining editing. Let's look at this defining priority rules. It doesn't really show me a very good example. Maybe this example. Okay, there we go. So priority rule example number one is a minor yielding road leading into the straight main road. Okay, so that is actually it's a merging as a on ramp, right? And this is the major floor. Okay, so that is a stop line, red line, the interrupted section, and the conflict marker is this one. This is the conflict marker. And number one is between these distance, because it's a relevant gap. Okay, that's the minimum gap time. Okay, that's minimum gap time. And number two is a minimum clearance. That's the minimum clearance. Okay, that's the connector. So well, it explains that blah blah and the position left right bar and green bar. Okay, and then it confirms the default value is a minimum clearance is 5 meters, which is this one. This is the 5 meters, and time gauge is 3 seconds. So based on this speed of this vehicle, okay, that the mid time gap is actually 3 seconds. Okay, if this one reaches to that position, the vehicle should stop. Okay, on the ramp. So that's the priority number one. And priority rule number two, for example, I don't know what it's going to be. So that's going to be avoiding queue at the intersection. Okay, so it's a tailing situation. If you look at this, you get 3 legs intersection. This one, this area, always need to be cleared, right? So in a way, this vehicle can go make a right turn, for example. Okay, it goes this way. This way. That's actually the UK way, right? So make a right turn. So that's the example how you do it. You keep controlling the distance of this the blue one. So here at the moment is 5 to 6 meters between these two, and for heavy vehicles, it should be much longer than that. So it gives a 12 to 18 meters distance. Okay, so that's the conflict area you can model. And then last thing, what is gonna be? That's the roundabout. Okay, this is the inner circle, circular lane, and that's the merging lane. So of course, when vehicle is in the circular lane, the vehicle on the merging area must stop. Okay, that's the rule. So this is the reason why you can see red line is here or green line is here, and the first lane and second lane, of course, it should be different, right? So you place 1, 2, 3 green markers, and depending on the location of these green markers, then you put it in some different parameters. Okay, the parameters you can have a look when you have time. The parameters for this, so you double click on it, then here this is the parameters you can control it. So the minimum gap time is 3 seconds at the moment. If you put twice of it, 6 seconds. Okay, then the behavior will be changed. Maybe this one is also apply the 14s, and now here this distance is a much wider. Okay, you can control that, maybe like 5.7 meters, and this is the area. That's the things you can control over it. Okay. Okay. If we click at the VSim manual, for example, that's the PDF version. I think it explains it very well too. So search, Control F, I can go conflict areas, for example, conflict areas. Let's click on. So we need the modeling stuff. Oops. Yeah. Okay, so here it explains everything for you. Those manuals, of course, you can see online as well, but I think I'm the old-fashioned, so the PDF version is much better for me. I'm just keep scrolling up here, then it's saying not here. Yep, the modeling priority rules and creating priority rule. That is a red line, which is a stop line, and conflict markers, and clearance and relevant gap for minutes minimum the gap time. That's how I explain that. So you can, if you have time, please read it through. That's interesting, because sometimes you need very accurate modeling technique. Then you need to understand how it works. So the explanation is all the way down here. So that's example number 1. Example number 2, let's say long enough so it doesn't really stop and just go. And this is a very short, of course. Then there will be a conflict area, so you must stop here. Yeah, that's what it is. And then once they leave, then it goes from ramp. Okay, and this is all the parameters that you need to look at. The explanation, definition of the parameters are all here. So we can have a look if you want to have a really detailed modeling technique. Okay, so this is it. This is for we learn what to do with this 4 object, and sometimes case by case you want to use this speed decision, you want to use a conflict area, priority rule, whatever. Okay, so far we've learned how to do this. Next week we're going to learn signals, how we create a signalized intersection. Okay, thank you very much.